Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is part 2 of my visit to the Antiquarium at Weedon Bec, and yeah, and there's still a long way to go. Yeah, so I think there's probably going to be at least 2 more parts, and yeah, I'm still finding things that I've never seen before. Some of it turned out to be modern, but some of it is old stuff as well, which I've not seen before, and so it's all worth doing just because I'm learning as I go, trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, I'm having fun. So anyway, with that said, let's get on. Another piece of interesting glass. £35, does it say? Oh, Hadland, another Norwegian bit. Hadland is Ice Age Bowl, Scandinavian art by Willie Johansson. Stunning piece. So I do have a load of Hadland catalogues, so I am going to try and find that. It's quite cool. Scandi bit. Yep. So I will try and find that. Having all these Hadland catalogues have been no good, but when you look at the gaps in the years, you've got like 1970, 1980, 84, 94, so you've got like 2 10-year gaps in there. The closest I can find is in 94. Let me show you. Go here, and it's this one here, but quick Google, and it does seem to be a lot of people are saying it's Hadland, and some of it is actually in Norwegian, so that seems to confirm. So it's called Hadland Istind. This is it here. There's like a smaller, there's like the bowl, and there's like the candle holder, so the little candle holders. There's another bowl there, bowl and candle holders. So yeah, Hadland's in Norway. Looks like it's a nice little rural area. And there's a few more, and then there's lots of pictures of Hadland stuff. But yeah, it appears a few times. There's another one there. But anyway, yeah, I'm reasonably happy that Google is telling me it is that, and the fact that some of these links that it's showing you are Norwegian themselves. So I'm going with that. Got something here from the Plum Blossom range by, it's from China, by the China National Light Industrial Product Import Export Corporation, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's cased, so it's white on the inside, then but it's actually then it's red, and then it's actually clear. Can you see clear on top of it? And then it's got this spire around it, and it should have a broken pontil. Yeah, there you go. And what have they got written on the label? I've not looked at that yet. Frilly red vase. But yeah, the price is okay because it's quite a tall one. So some of them are only about half, about 2/3 the sizes, and actually that makes them quite small. This is interesting as well. Not interested in that. That's a bit of a knockoff, I think. But this ibex is quite nice, and it's actually, you can see it's got white, then brown, then clear, and then they've put black horns in it. So they've actually got 4 different pots of glass to make this. So, and I've looked underneath. It's got anything. So yeah, this website is glass.co.nz, which is not where I normally find this article, but it is the article that I normally find, and it shows you that vase that we're looking at. So this is from the Pottery Gazette and Trade Glass Review 1972. Okay, and these vases are called plum blossom flower vases, and it's actually this one we're looking at, which is called FV-190. There you go. So there it is. It's this one here. I think it's that size as well because it looks quite tall. And yeah, this is the name I keep flashing about, the China National Light Industrial Products Import-Export Corporation, Tianjin branch. So there you go. That's where this is from. I can't really say more than that. It's all the detail you need. I think there's some prizes down here or something. So what is that? No, it's bit unreasonable. Oh, unreadable is the word I should be using, not unreasonable. But anyway, that's what we're looking at. It is this vase here. Thought I'd do a quick Google for glass ibex. Nope. It doesn't. Not. There are some glass ibexes, but not like the one we were looking at there. I did a quick hunt on Alibaba just in case, and no, you'd think, you know, on Alibaba they sell everything on Alibaba, but they don't sell glass ibexes. They do sell. Where's the nearest I get? Here is a table, a glass top table, supported by ibex heads. Yeah, that's not the same thing, so that's definitely a no. Got a couple of Empoli goblets here. They're quite big. Look at that. I mean, that must be 11 inches tall. That one's about 7. And then you've got down here Isle of Wight, Allen Bay glass. Is it marked? What do you think? Oh, yes. There you go. It's still got the label. So this is someone's souvenir. I don't recognise that either. Glass vase as seen. It looks a bit like Caithness, but the texture of the pattern on there doesn't look quite right. So I don't know. I might try and find that. This is quite a nice little souvenir someone's brought back. So I've been trying to work out, does Allen Bay glass is it still working? There's a website called the Needles.co.uk, and it's implying that they're still going, but I can't find their own website. I can't find any of their own social media, etc., etc. Everything seems to be under this website. And then when I was doing the search, I just noticed in the search someone said that they went to the glass workshop in November last year. So I'm presuming Allen Bay glass is still going, but I can't. They're very thin online. So yeah, that's. It might be that they're just such a small concern. There's just like 2 or 3 guys doing it, and they're just relying on this tourist website to promote them. There's no catalogue of works, just some pictures of them making glass. And there's a shop, I think, in here. Shop. I forgot Allen Bay glass. Shop. Oh. Shop Allen Bay glass. So it says they've got. What's that? Shop. Glass online. So it does look like they're still going. Click on one. Yeah. It does look like they're still making stuff. Let me go back. So go to the back. Vases, pots maybe. And they're still making similar works to what we were looking at there. So, yeah, it does look like they're still going. So I was a little bit concerned there when I started looking initially. I didn't actually look in this, so Looks like they're still going. The vase I've been trying to figure out is that one that I thought looked a bit like a Caithness vase. You can see it has this similar texture, stripe in it. They use something similar to this, but the vase itself, I don't think it is. It's too thick, it's too clumpy. I can't see anything else that's doing that colourway. You can see, look, here's one with a similar texture. There's quite a lot in this colour, pinker colours, greener. Yeah, I've looked at loads and I can't pin it down, and I can't pin down the shape either. So I wouldn't mind if I could find the shape with a different colourway, but with a similar speckle, but I can't even find the shape at all as a Caithness vase. So I think it's a Caithness looky likey. That's the best I can do. You see this one here, look, with a swirl, similar kind of thing, but not quite the same. And they've all got a bit of flare. A lot of them have got the flare at the top. None of them are completely closed up at the top, but a thick base. Like the one, that one's got a thick base, but it's not closed up. Yeah, I've looked at. I'm just going back through what I've been looking through, and I can't pin it down at all. And there's a lot of common shapes that they use. That doesn't seem to be one of them. I might be wrong. It might be a rare pattern, but yeah, I can't pin it down. There's this tall vase here. Cased. It's white on the inside. I think it's got, yeah, it's clear, so there's 3 colours, and it's got a label that says "Made in Poland." And it obviously there's nothing else written on it because they just say it's Polish. But I now have Polish catalogues, so I am going to try and find this. I've tried quite hard to find this red "Made in Poland" vase to see if I can pin down. I've been through some of the catalogues that I have. I've searched through Google. I've looked at every red Polish vase on eBay. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm just going to have to call it quits. We know it's made in Poland. Yeah. A couple of bits here that look like, this looks like Chinese art glass. This is interesting though. I've never seen this before. And apparently it's got little instructions with it. There's no price. I can't see a price for it separately. And you fill it with water, and then you stick it in the ground, well, in your plant pot, just jam it in, and then I presume the water then slowly trickles out into the pot, into the soil, as the, you know, as it starts to come down. Obviously you've got a little bit of air at the top, and it pulls, and that stops it from flowing out quickly. How slowly it goes, I don't know. But it says it oozes out very slowly. So, yeah, that's an interesting thing. Let me just show you something. Be very careful. Yeah, it's that long. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I've never seen that before. The little water feeding thing there I thought was really cool. I wanted to try and find it, and they're still for sale. You can get them in B&Q, and it's, well, £18 for 6, which surprised me. I thought that's a bit cheap really, but I looked on, you know me, I'm not going to stop there. Went to Alibaba, not this one, it's this one. Yeah, if you buy 2,000, yeah, you can get them for 90 cents each. Yeah, so if you buy 2,000, you have to spend $1,800, which is probably about 17,000 pounds. But you end up with 2,000 of these, which is a lot of pots worth. So yeah, I think they're cool things. I think they're going to be like a future collectible or something. I don't know. It depends on how many millions of them are shipped into the UK. But yeah, they're cool. I've never seen them before, anything like that. Yeah, no, they're good. And yeah, you can buy them from B&Q, but it still doesn't stop them from being good. I like it. This is a weird thing. I think this is probably Chinese, but look at that. Might not be, might be someone else. I've never seen that before with that flower. Quite an interesting thing. I think I might have seen these on Alibaba. So I think this is Chinese. I'm not definite, but I think it is. Check it out. Look at this. I think, might be wrong, I think this is a Spanish one. They're usually red and a bit like this, I think. Might be wrong, but yeah, I'm starting to learn some of them. There's so many people that do these kind of pulled vases, bowls, I think they are, ornaments. But I think it's a Spanish one, but I'm not definite. We are looking at the 20th Century Glass website, and yeah, here is the bowl, vase, whatever, sculpture. Yeah, that's the word they're using. Basket sculpture that we were looking at. So this one's a bit more orangey, but the way it's made is exactly the same. The pulls are all in the same places, etc. So I'm happy this is the same thing. Now, this is where the mystery starts, okay? So, what he says. So he said it's Murano style Spanish freeform selenium glass, blah, 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 blah. 50s, 60s. And then he said made by Biotech THF. And he says labels, examples of the labels can be found with Biotech, handmade in Spain. And so, what have I done? I've had many Googles looking for Biotech glass, and so there's, but none of them seem to tell you anything about the company. Some of them are actually coming back to him. So that's 20th Century Glass, 20th Century Glass. A few of them are him. But anyway, there's this one here, which I looked at, and it tells you, yeah, some of this glass is made, and in fact it says Glass Mystery Biotech THF Spain. And so they don't know anymore either. I've been through the whole thing of that one with people chatting backwards and forwards, but they don't know about the company. There's nothing, there's no wiki for the company, there's no anything, nothing. Who they were, what they did, when they were running, etc., etc. So it's just one that I'm just going to have to put on the side. I've done all sorts of different searches for it, and just nothing comes up about the actual company itself, apart from the fact lots of their glass has been identified. That's it. So here's an interesting American piece of carnival glass here. It's got holly on it, and it's got like reindeers or deers of some kind with antlers. So obviously it's supposed to be for Christmas, but yeah, I'm gonna find that one. It's quite a nice colour. That usually adds to the value. If we were in America, it'd probably be quite expensive, but it'd be interesting to see who made it and what it costs in America, because I do know I can find that. This is the ddotty.com website. I looked in bowls and I couldn't find it, and I was struggling there. And so I looked at it a different way. This is why this site is so good for finding things. So you can do an index by motif. And it had these deers and hollies, and I couldn't find the hollies in here because there's no hollies, but animals, stag and holly. So you click on animals, scroll down, stag and holly, and there it is. This is not exactly, the bowl was a bit like this, but with ruffles like this. So this website doesn't give you the age of things. Yeah, it gives you lots of different patterns and stuff. If you're a real geeky person, you'll know what all of this means. I think. Don't know. But anyway, and it does give you a price of one at 3,500. I don't think that's that. But anyway, so what I did, so I now go, so I use these two sites in, so I go to the carnivalglass.com website, found it here because I now knew it's Fenton, stag and holly. This is the, well, didn't know it was going to do that. This is the one we were looking at, this bowl. I think it looks to be the same color. It's got the same, if you click on this, same kind of clumpy feet. So I think this is the one. Not sure, this is green, it's a bit greenish. Not certain if it is exactly the same color. But anyway, if you wanted to buy it here in the US, or there in the US, because we're in the UK, it's $65. Okay, now this may seem, because that's like probably about 55 quid or something like that. That may seem a lot for the UK, but actually for a US thing, that's actually not that bad. I've seen much higher prices for things. And circa 1913, there you go. So we get a date. So this site gives you dates as well. Sometimes the dates are vague. Sometimes they just say early 1900s, but this time they've actually given a year. But the other site, the D-dotty one, doesn't give you any dates. So anyway, this is was able to find it, pin it down. I don't know what it's going for. It's not going for £55 anyway. It'll be much cheaper. It'll probably be sub 20, I suspect. But anyway, there it is. It's Fenton stag and holly spatula-footed bowl, circa 1913. Bit of Chinese art glass again. It's pretty big. It must be about 14 inches tall, this one. Yeah, there's so much of this now starting to come on the market. People, it's probably part of the disposable thing. Buy it cheap, get rid of it. You know, get it from TK Maxx or somewhere, isn't it? Empoli goblet, and then you've got this, which I think it might be Kripska. I will try and find. I'll check, but I think it might be. This is the Kripska 1999 catalogue that I've downloaded from the Czech Glass Guide, and I think this is the bowl here. Now I have looked at my older catalogue that I've got from 1977, and there are no triangular bowls in there, so that's out. And none of the bowls there also have this look. Can you see how it's got like this kind of rim on this one? This one is a different color. You see that, and then it's got like a boss that sticks out beyond the edge of the rim. So it's got, and this, even this one, which is more sort of like less triangle, let's say flatter triangle, it has the same feature where you've got this rim and you've got a boss that sticks out beyond the edge of the rim. There are also two-sided ones which are the same as this. There are other vases in here the same colorway as the one we're looking at, but not this shape, the same colorway. There is another one in the catalogue. There's this one here, and you can see in fact on this one this boss seems to be more extreme, but this one looks similar. But yeah, this blob where you've got the rim back here and the blob that goes out beyond it, that's a thing you see with Kripska, and it's got a bit of a lip usually that goes with it, like the one that we were looking at. So pretty happy that it is Kribsker. I don't think none of the Murano ones or any of the other people that do this type of glass have I seen anything that they do anything that's like that. You're always trying to pick out those little distinguishing things to try and pull things apart, and that's something that they do. Yeah, they do other things that are similar to the others, but this particular style I think is unique to them. Something interesting here. I'll show you something first. Where you can get the camera in. These little owls you see like this, they're Chinese, but below, look at this piece of massive piece of uranium glass. It looks like, I think it is. I don't have them. What's his name with me? Check. But I think that is. But they don't know what it is. They've got £50 on it, so yeah, it seems like a lot, but there's a lot of uranium glass there. Check it out. This is weird. Yeah, he doesn't know what it is either. A lovely display piece is what it is. But yeah, I think this goes with it, even though it's a different colour, because it just, yeah, look at that. It goes, it just sits in it, but it fits just like that there. But yeah, I don't recognise it, and yeah, you've got it in poly. This is a big one. How much has it got? £60, which is, yeah, that's what they cost. When the taller they are, the more they cost. So I thought I'd have a quick check on eBay to see what they really sell for. Yeah, and there is one that's sold that's the same. It's a big one like we were looking at, this one here. Yeah, so if you include postage, this was £42. So that's still not cheap, but still not as expensive as 60. What did they say? I'm just wondering if they said anything. 60 to 69. I've never seen anybody say that. I don't normally see dates from 16 inches tall. Yeah, so that's how big it is. It is a big thing. But yeah, £35. That seems like someone, compared to other prices I've seen, that seems quite cheap, because normally the big ones like this, you know, if it was like a little short one down here somewhere, that's the kind of price I would expect for it. But this is quite a big thing, quite a good colour. So yeah, a little surprised. As you can see, sometimes I'm having to rely on the dreaded Google search. That's not good. That's not good. You know, you want catalogues and labels and all of that stuff, and the Google search just fails. And then you search eBay, and then you start hunting all over the place, and yeah, it's not good. Not good. But you know, keep going. Keep going. You can't know everything. You can just, and sometimes you'll see something later on. You go, ah, it was in the video like 2 months ago, or 3 months ago, or last year, and now it's too late. But that's the nature of the beast. Anyway, so with that said, all the details for the Antiquarium at Weedon Bec will be in the description below, and all the references I used will be in the description below as well. And please remember to like and subscribe, because I'm going to carry on making more videos. I've still got at least 2 more to do for the Antiquarium. So yeah, it's a good place. So, and yeah, if you go ever out Northampton way, Weedon is a good place. There's 3 places to visit. So yeah. So with that said, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.